Starting off this chest, back, and shoulder workout here, 4 sets of incline dumbbell press. Now I'm actually wearing a sweater right now, and I don't normally wear sweaters when I work out, but I was actually feeling a little cold this workout, so I just thought I'd wear it just for the first couple sets just to get a pump going. I'm not someone who's like, oh, you have to wear a sweater all the time before you get the pump so you can only show off your best physique. I'm not someone to be like that, but I'm actually using the pump cover for what it's for, and you can hear my cat meowing in the background. So pump cover on, and we are hitting failure there once again. Sorry I couldn't have a video out yesterday as well. I just had a lot of work with school, but we got 4 sets of lat pull down, taking a kind of medium to wide grip here, so that's going to activate the mid back as well as the lats a ton, but because we're going a little bit wider, we're going to get a little more mid back, so our traps and rhomboids going to activate a little bit more. And really focusing, I love long length partials on the lat pull down, so I'll do maybe 11 good reps and then 4 long length partial. You can see right there, I'm only getting the bar around halfway down there, but I still count those as reps, man. Definitely some stimulative reps right there, so definitely don't count out those long length partials. Definitely a great exercise. And then we got something I haven't done in a while. We're going to do 2 sets of dips. I think my pushing in general is a little bit behind my pulling, so I think I need to do a little more pressing movements, and I think dips are actually a super underrated chest builder, especially if you take a wider grip and you put your feet forward like I'm doing right here. That's going to have you lean a little bit more forward to activate the chest a little bit more, and it's definitely an underrated chest builder in my opinion, so 2 sets of that. And then we got 3 sets of chest supported cable rows. I've been really liking the chest supported cable rows recently. What I've been sticking to. I probably soon go back to doing either the T-bar rows or maybe throw in some dumbbell rows. But for right now, still really enjoying these cable rows with the mod attachment we got for our free motion machine. I got a lot of freaking math homework to do after this too, which kind of sucks. School is really the priority. That's why there wasn't a video out yesterday, so I do apologize. And I actually did fix my phone, which is also nice. So this workout you're seeing is with a fixed phone, although I did film it before I broke my phone, but got it fixed. Then we just got 2 sets of seated cable chest flies. I think it's always good to get in just some chest isolation work with the flies. So I am kind of prioritizing pressing, but I think flies are still a fantastic movement and definitely really want to prioritize that. So I got 4 sets of an upper chest builder kind of with the incline dumbbell press, 2 sets of lower chest with the dips, and then 2 sets of the middle kind of area of the chest, although the entire chest is active on every movement. It is just one biases the other, and I definitely, out of the 3 regions, I think upper is my weakest part, so doing 4 sets of that. And then we got 1 set of cable lat pullovers just to isolate the lats really and give them a little more volume. We really want that width, that V taper, and isolating the lats is going to get us that. I like using the rope attachment when I do the cable lat pullover, and I feel the burn, and it's freaking amazing. The only thing is every now and again my grip will actually kind of slip when using the rope, but it's not a big deal. And then we got 5 sets of machine lateral raises. You know the drill. This is my favorite lateral deltoid exercise. Gets a pretty decent stretch. Not as good as cables, but honestly, that enjoyment factor for me of doing this machine it outweighs any benefits that you may get from cables, in my opinion. They're both great. I just prefer the machine, and I always like to do my long length partials there at the end. Super great exercise to bang out those long length partials on. I think it's very important because it is slightly harder in the contracted position, and we want to be failing more so in the stretch. And then 3 sets of reverse cable wrist curls, just to target the forearm extenders. So one day, or I'll train forearms twice a week, and then one day I'll do the reverse cable wrist curls. The other, I'll do the standard cable wrist curls to target the forearm flexors as well. And then 3 sets of lying cable shrug. Now, I'm actually blurring out my face on this one because for whatever reason, whenever anyone trains like freaking traps or shoulders, they always start making weird ass faces and stuff like that. And it was freaking weird, so you don't need to see that, whatever. But I've really been liking this lying cable shrug recently. So yeah, that's the workout, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.